Speedy Chair. Alright, lads and lasses, I'm Xcentric Racer, and we're on Forza Horizon 5 for another Forza community. It has been a long while, I don't even remember the last one. This one, we have B-class cars that had to have a V6. So, Ren, very politely, has built me the Volkswagen Golf. Now, before I get into it fully, I'm going to say that this one I'm going to do live commentary, and then the other one I'm going to do post commentary. I've got live notifications, so whichever one you prefer. So basically my live commentary will be a little bit more from my reactions, will be a little bit more of a longer video. The post commentary will be a little bit more highlighty, and it will probably have more fluent commentary over it. So whichever one you prefer me doing will be the future of how I do these videos. So if you prefer the live, I mean, I will still do a lot of the cutting out of, like, if there's not a lot of stuff going on, then I'll just remove it anyway on the live stuff. But it will be it'll be longer videos. But the post commentary will probably be, I don't know, like 20 minutes or something like that. So really, it's up to you. It is up to you. Whichever one you prefer, I will do. So this Mark II Golf, from the looks of things, we are running 267 horsepower, I believe. Men has also put me on rally tyre. Ooh, that was a huge shunt from behind. Yeah, so we're running 267 horsepower on rally tyres, and of course we've got race aero that's been minimised. Got to try and fend off from the 350Z there. It's wiggling all over the place. Yeah, so this Golf should have absolute miles of grip. Should be very grippy, but just lack straight line speed, which is not too bad for me. To be honest, I'm alright with a little bit more of a handling car if I'm able to get some good positions, not really be too what's it, I've forgotten the term, but I know what I'm trying to say. Forget it, it'll come back to me later probably. Oh wow, I've got a huge speed here against Neo, and I think Neo had a little bit of a accident there. We'll go with the term I'll go with is bogged down in traffic. Oh, very, very sorry for that one. I did not intend to do a brake check. I really did not. However, it has fired me forward, so thank you as well. So, sorry, Neil, that was not intentional. I've now managed to get myself into a 4th place because of that. We've got Steve following closely in a Jaguar X8. It's an interesting choice, actually, the Jaguar. I reckon that could be, it'll be very good in the straight line. Acceleration might be a little bit of a concern. I think that's very much a momentum car. Still guns running into the wall a little bit there. I've got to see if I can get up to the inside of Pers. Yes, I can. There we go. I managed to get myself nicely into a 2nd place with minimal accidents, which is very good for me. Now, I do know the Corrado is a good B-class car. I do know it is. I'm not too sure how that one is built, but they can be very good. I mean, to be honest, a lot of the Volkswagens and lower classes are actually pretty damn strong cars in this game. I think a lot of it does help is that the front wheel drive is really, really good. So we've got Skelarch up ahead. Let's see if I can do anything about them. I'm not too sure what they're in. I think are they in their older Scirocco? Actually, I'm not actually too sure what they're in. I can't really tell from. Yeah, I think they are in a VW that is monstrously quick down the straight and a little bit of a handful through the corners. From the look of things, I'm not too sure. I'm purely speculating at this point. Pers is having an issue with what's it? Steve's Jaguar. Yeah, that Jaguar seems to. Oh, they've had a big crash there. I think the Jaguar is probably a momentum car from the look of things. Acceleration is going to be a little bit poor. However, its top speed will be brilliant. So if that car can keep its momentum, not be bogged down in traffic, that could probably go quite strong. Me and Skelarch are starting to run away. It helped a little bit by the battling that is going on further back, which is not helping Pers or Steve. However, if I do catch up to Skelarch, then we're going to start battling, so it kind of will pull away for a little bit, but then they might start catching up. Who knows? Skelarch is in fact in the I think that is actually a Colorado that I am catching up to. I've got really good handling compared to it. Really good turning as well. I might be bogged down a little bit. Oh, not too. I didn't get too occupied. That's the word I was going for. Occupied in traffic. Well, not really. I've completely forgotten the term now, god damn it. I'll probably add it post, I'll probably remember, like, 3 days later, go, that's the word I was going for, because I am absolutely terrible like that with the English language. God dear. Right. I'm really close to Scale Arch. Ooh, I'm very good through turn 5 there. Might be able to gain a position against them here with just superior handling. We'll have to wait and see. Yeah, they're probably going to go a little bit defensive there in the Corrado. Can get to the back of it, but I'm not going to be able to get an overtake here. It's too quick for me down the straight. Really, will it fend off from me? Will the Corrado be able to fend me off through the corners? Oh, just enough room there. Thankfully, with the desync issue solved, it shouldn't be too bad of me just being pinged out of checkpoints by people. That was completely unintentional. I just appear further back than I actually am. Let's see, I'm going to drop it into 4th gear. I need to get past Skelloch and fast on the final lap. This is the problem with having the handling car, is that I can be slowed down where I'm stronger, and I can't really slow them down where they're stronger. So that is a problem. I might be able, though, to make some form of move, especially if Skelloch hits the wall heavier than me. I'm going to go for it on the inside. We tagged doors a little bit. Thankfully, no harm was done. I managed to sneak into the lead. Now is the term of, can I get far enough away through the corners? I'm going to go a little bit defensive. Just park it in the middle. Make Skelloch go very wide around the outside if they're going to want to get that position. They've got a huge oversteer moment. My back end is nice and planted. That can be taken out of context. And there we go. That has basically, if I don't balls up these final 2 corners, which is a lot of pressure on me, I know, which I have sort of done-ish. Actually, not too bad. There we go. Just one more corner to go. Let's not arse this up me. There we go. And that is going to be a Race 1 victory for the Mark II Golf. I'm liking this car. I am liking this car a lot. Man, you've done a good job with this Mark II Golf. Really happy for it. It's got good turning. Straight line speed isn't too bad. I do take the fastest lap by 6/10. Well, just over 6/10, more like 5/10, but whatever. Yeah. Oh, actually, no, it was a little bit closer than that. 3/10. Steve's Jaguar was actually pretty good through there. Yeah, I'm impressed with that. I'm liking the Golf. Really, I'm liking the Golf. It's Race 1, starting near the back, get a victory. That's what I like to see. Alright, okay, for Race 2, we have headed to Teotihuacan. Now, there might be a few discrepancies, as in the M3 is not really a V6, but no. I have found out there's a few people in off-road race, Steve being one of them. And they weren't terribly slower compared to me on the tarmac. So it's going to be an interesting one. I can't remember who else is on the off-road race tyres. So it should be interesting. Obviously, I'm on rally tyres, so I am going to have a little bit less grip, but I'm not going to be absolutely dreadful on dirt. I am just going to have a noticeable disadvantage, especially around here, because a lot of the corners here are fast dirt corners, so definitely having off-road race is going to help massively with the grip. Now, of course, 4-wheel drive from Still Guns there in what was that again? I think they're in the Colorado, that I have used to massive success actually in a Forza versus community. Oh, try and get the inside of the Jägermeister. Sorry Neo, I do not have the grip for that. I'm just gonna hold it around the outside. I'm gonna get shot forward. There's a little bit of a Constantina effect there. So this section here I should be better than some at. Here's the thing though, because they're on off-road race, they're going to have actually more power than me. This might be a... Well, it's going to be a tricky one. I'll see how many positions I can hold on to. I'm on the inside of Coffee. Thought about trying to go on the outside, but decided against it. Let's see, where are they going to get a position? Oh, they've had problems. They have had big problems there. Still Guns are still leading. Oh, God. Hers is in third, Skelarch is in second. I think... Christ. I think Skelarch, that might annoy people in the party. Like my mic is making strange noises. I think Skelarch was on off-road race. I think. I know Steve is. Steve is sort of falling backwards a little bit. They're not getting through the field because there's a few other cars on off-road race as well that are causing problems for them. So there is that. Nice. So I'm hoping that we're going to be able to get good success here. Still in fourth, I'm managing to get good, still holding good ground. So, you know, there is that. We'll see. Pers is looking for a move around the outside. It's sort of, I think that collided with the wall a little bit. The two Corrados having issues. GTO running very wide, knocking out some of the fences. Actually allowing me to catch up big time. Pers with an absolutely dreadful run onto this back straight here. Might be able to actually sneak into a podium. Well, I took my eyes off the road for a split second to look at the amount of laps we have, and I nearly missed a checkpoint. Bloody hell me. Let's pay attention. Worry about laps later when I actually know I've got a safety barrier. Right, okay. Yeah, I am actually gaining on the two up ahead a little bit. I think Guns is probably a little bit too far away. Of course, you know, having the pickup truck is a good advantage. Already on more off-road orientated tyres, four-wheel drive. You can get good power in it. So, you know, that is going to help them a lot. I am really liking this. It's doing actually really well on the dirt. The two cars, I think they're on off-road race ahead of me, are not pulling away so much. In fact, I'm actually gaining. Admittedly, a few mistakes are being made by them. They are going to definitely pull away from me at certain parts. Of course, you know, having the straight line speed, but then I'm going to gain in the corners, even on the less ideal stuff for me. I'm going to have a move up the inside of Skelarch. Skelarch having a big oversteer problems. That does allow me to just sneak up the inside because I've just got so much more grip. It's actually really handy, this, because then I can potentially just be a little bit of a nuisance if I actually do turn into the corner eventually. Bloody hell me. That wasn't the car's fault, that was just me being incompetent and not actually turning. So there is that. Right. Okay, so that has actually, that little oversteer moment has actually cost Skelarch big time, because Pers has been released and absolutely chasing down Guns is Colorado. Yeah, that's actually, wow, that Pers is Colorado. There's a lot of C's up here. I'm the only one with a G. I've got the Colorado in first, and then two Corrados ahead of me. I'm going to have to say Chevrolet. Oh god, with the, I don't know. I'll think of something. I'm going to be tripping over my own words with that. I think there's going to be definitely instances where I'm calling the Corrado or Colorado and vice versa. There's going to be some definite issues. The pickup truck, we'll go with that. Yeah. Skelarch with a much cleaner run this time is pulling away from me. I have a big issue, so I'm going to have to try and get back on as safely as possible. A little bit in the path of Skelarch. Steve, I did see there missed the checkpoint. Not too sure whether we tried to go up the inside of Guns and it did not work out, but yeah, they were absolutely flying. I think I am actually gaining on Guns a little bit. I think just because of the four-wheel drive, they are able to get a good advantage early on. Oh, Skelarch just bounced out of the way there, and I didn't get compromised too much. So that has allowed me to get myself into a second place. Now the question is, can I fend Skelarch off? Guns, I think, has got this unless they miss a checkpoint, although I do actually think I am gaining on them ever so slightly, which is actually quite nice. Oh Christ, that's that isn't so nice. I'm just getting caught out on the bumps a little bit there. It's not great, however, we're still alive. Skelarch is just going to be buzzing every which way, trying to find a way past. I'm going to try and not make it easy. Going to go up the inside, do a huge dive, and oh, damn it. Oh, well, to be honest, it's kind of worked out in my favour a little bit. I made a huge dive, did not work out, and then I tried to go on the outside, and yeah, there was a big crash that happened, which has definitely helped Guns big time. My mic is annoying me, and probably annoying everyone else in the party, because I do have it muted. I don't have my mic muted for these. Still Guns sort of does all the, has the party chat. You know, if you want to check his channel out, yeah, he basically has the party chat, whereas I don't. Skelarch, I think, tried to have a look for a sneaky line there at the inside, however, it has not worked. I claim a second place against all odds. I'm actually surprised by that. I really am surprised by that. I was not expecting second. I was expecting, I don't know, probably fifth? What was my lap time? It was not nowhere near the fastest. Yeah, telling you, Corrados are very good. 16 dead. So yeah, they were gaining on the Chevrolet. Now, where did Skelarch actually fell into 6th with a 1:18.5. That looked menacingly quick. I think that just because I dirty lap, they just then bogged down traffic, so it didn't set as a good lap. Ah, Still Guns is on off race as well, and I was right. Yeah, so there we are. Rally tyres, beating some off-road race tyres off-road. Happy with that. Alright, for race 3, Bola Ocho. Ooh, things are definitely in my favour. Look at this, I'm starting on pole. And I've got... Ooh, okay, right. Beavers have started at the back like 3 times in a row now. I feel so sorry. I feel so sorry for them. Yeah. Everything, the planets are aligned on this one. Good handling car, starting from pole, very handling orientated circuit. This should be good for me. But, knowing me, I'm gonna... The question is, how am I going to balls it up? Because, you know, mate, you've probably seen enough of my videos. Right, the thing is that obviously Still Guns incredible launch. Can I stay ahead of the Colorado before unghosting? Yep, I definitely am going to be able to, because they understeer massively into the walls. Someone has had a huge issue. Huge issue there. I'm not too sure what. But, yeah. I just saw someone ping off violently. I don't know whether that was lag or what. Whether they probably missed a checkpoint, no idea. Absolutely zero clue. But, yeah, this I should absolutely run away from. Woo! Yeah, I actually do remember about that pole on the... Just right after the checkpoint. I bloody hate the street furniture mount here. Just with some of the positions... Some of the positioning or where it is, it's just ridiculous. Really is ridiculous. Right, okay, come on. Whoa. Right, got to be careful. Able to get through there, no problems. A little bit of understeer, however, nothing too bad yet. Rally tyres are definitely working. You can just see the levels of grip I have compared to a lot of people here. I mean, you know, like I said, I started near the front and I've just been able to run away. This is one of the it's just one of the advantages. Everyone else is battling with sort of much lesser, grippier cars. Oh, I did knock it out this time. Oh, I didn't seem to lose that much speed. I honestly thought that there was a huge accident. I was behind, but no, I forget. It's actually a figure of 8 track this. Oh, I think they did have a crash. Yeah, I did knock out that telephone pole, so now everyone will be able to take the quick line if they actually do realise. Oh god, that's a huge amount of understeer. Steve has managed to get into second place and was running away from the rest of the pack. Obviously had a little bit of a clean break. Oh god, hello. Where did all that sudden turning come from? Jesus. Oh god, come on. Right, get through that. You know what, I always struggle with that bottom left, yes, left-hander. Forget my lefts and rights. Always do struggle with it. I think it's because I'm just braking. I know I'm braking wrong, so I don't know whether it's that or I'm just not turning in correctly. I don't know, but what I do know is that I'm currently leading. Oh god, turning too early. I mean, thankfully, this track is not the easiest to miss checkpoints on. You've got turn 2, which you can miss the checkpoint on. Yeah, you can miss this checkpoint here. It's not the easiest to do it, but you can do it. Checkpoint 3 can be. Checkpoint 4, you basically shouldn't be able to miss it. So yeah, I can't do a me on I can't really do a me on this track. I mean, I'll probably will at some point. Say, oh, it's not too hard to miss checkpoints on this track, and then miss it. However, you know, there is that. Wow, I'm absolutely... I'm curious to see fastest lap. I don't think... God, I'm getting that corner wrong now. I don't think... Well, I probably do have the fastest lap. How much by? I don't actually know. That's the main thing. I really don't know how much faster my laps will be. See, is the main situation, main issue to try and solve. If I can actually get a clean lap, that would be just as nice. Well, actually better. Oh, huge bump over there. I'm really loving this Golf. It is absolutely phenomenally good. Ooh, a little bit of understeer through there, however, nothing too bad. A little bit two-wheel moment too. However, I managed to get through there alright. I might possibly lap someone. Possibly. Ain't likely gonna happen. I'm gonna run out of time to lap. I actually managed to get that right-hander correct, finally. Oh, here we go. That was a nice, simplistic first place. Really simplistic as well. Just managed to run away, use the superior handling, and actually the pretty damn good acceleration of the Mark II Golf as well. I've got really good low-end acceleration, and oh my god, yeah. Look at that. Roughly 2 seconds faster than everyone else there. What was the next is, at the minute, Pers with a 51.2. Yeah. 2 seconds faster around there. Because... yeah, this is an absolutely brilliant car. It is work. It worked. I mean, it would dominate at that track easily. Because it just... you know, like, this is basically the Golf's strongest point. Handling and low-end acceleration. So, you know... there is that. So, that is win 2. So far, 3 places on the podium, 2 of which being on pole. Can that continue? Don't know. Right, race 4. We are at the Horizon Baja circuit. Oh, I'm starting in 10th this time. Yeah, this is not going to go well for me. Oh, guns. Really? Excuse me. I've just had... that was disgusting of it. Yeah, so Guns is pretty much going to run away with this one. It is going to be how well can I hold on? Because there's a lot of people here on off-road race tyres. I think I'm like one of the... to be honest, I don't know how many people are on off-road race tyres. I think there's a few not on it. There might be like 2, not including me. So I think majorative is obviously on off-road race. You'll be able to tell. So it's really, can I not come last? Is the main thing. From the looks of things, Porsche. From the looks of things, DJ Porsche isn't on off-road race. Had a lot of understeer there. Yeah, DJ Porsche definitely isn't on off-road race. Reapers with the M3 definitely will not be. Oh, damn it! Tried to sink me inside, but they had to catch a little bit of oversteer, and unfortunately just put them in my path. Right. Okay, so I might be able to get a few positions. Really, it's now how many can I hold on to? Yes, a few people. Go for that line, obviously avoids the water, but my car's not that bad through the water, so I just tend to go through it anyway. I think the Golf might be on... I think it might be on May suspension, but I did raise the ride height. So I'm just a little bit better off-roading. Okay, well, I managed to get myself into an 8th place, so I'm not too bad of a start, considering I was originally in 10th. So I managed to make 2 positions at 1 lap, which is nice to know. Right, question is now, 5th to 7th is currently... actually, is it 5th to 7th, or is there another car in the mix? 4th to 7th is currently in the midst of a battle here, so are they close enough to start slowing each other down? I might be able to get a little bit of like a sneaky position here or there. Oh wow, it's turning into a huge battle up ahead with the multicoloured Scirocco, classic Scirocco there, having a little bit of an issue. Oh, I've got so much turning, I'm actually really slowing down on the bankings. Need to definitely keep that in mind. Ooh, Steve just got that checkpoint and would have thought they'd miss it. There goes the 2 Corrados, absolutely flying away. Oh, gotta be cautious now. There we go. That's a lot better. Yeah, it's really easy for me to miss the checkpoints, just how well this car actually turns in. Bumps, it's not the hugest fan of, but, you know, it is what it is. Oh, Regen have a little bit of a problem there with the GTO, but I think that should still probably be ahead of me, because that's four-wheel drive on off-road race. Yeah, they managed to keep it ahead of me just about. But I am a lot closer this time out. Am I going to be able to get a position? Is next question. I'm going to think possibly. Depends if they have a big accident. That I might be able to get a little bit of a cheeky line up the inside if I just get a better run. Like that, actually. I've got a much better landing than that GTO. But we're going to go into Car's really weak corner there. Region firing it back up the inside. It's going to make me run the very tight line down here. But I'm going to be on the banking a little bit with banging doors. I'm going to go through the water. Ah, they just bottom out into me, unfortunately. Damn it. Yeah, I think the GTO sort of bottomed out a smidge, and it just understeered them into me. Right, so I've got to try and get that position back. I'm actually a lot better through that right-hander than Regen is. Definitely do seem to be holding a lot more grip. I'm going to be able to go around the outside, just superior acceleration. Now we're coming up to another hairpin, though this one a little bit of a faster hairpin to my lack of low end. So my front-wheel drive launch out of the corner shouldn't be too much of a hindrance. There we go, managed to get that position. And I'm going to be able to out-accelerate the GTO. Yeah, I think I'm going to keep out-accelerating it, just because of, well, the GTO, whilst I absolutely love it, it is just such a heavy car. The acceleration on it is woeful at the best time. Oh, I had a huge kick of oversteer there. That's not it's not good. Now, I do know I am better on the landings. Yeah, I sort of get a little bit of a bunny hop going on there. It's definitely, which, I mean, is good. It's not bottoming out. Oh, Regen had a huge throw at the inside there, because they can absolutely do it, the four-wheel drive. However, I was far enough ahead and sort of on the inside line, so it would be very awkward for them. So I think I'm not going to be able to, you know, say that I'm safe away from Regen. You know, the fat ladies aren't singing yet, but I do believe I am putting a little bit of a gap now. So I should, if I don't miss a checkpoint, I think I should be nicely in a 7th place. Still Guns has actually been caught up big time, yeah, by Perz's Corrado. Yeah, that Corrado was monstrously quick. Scalarch is having an issue trying to get past Chipman. Yeah, swapping the lead now quite a bit between Still Guns and Perz. Definitely some positions being swapped there. Momentary lead game for Perz, but did not hold. I think that Colorado will probably have the top end, so I do know how good the Colorado is in a straight line. It is a very, very good car in a straight line. Of course, that is four-wheel drive. I don't know if Perz has swapped a Colorado to four-wheel drive, because you could do it. You could swap in a V6, and you could also you could also make it four-wheel drive if you so chose, to make that a little bit to make it stronger on the off-road. But of course, you'd lose time on the tarmac. So, you need drivetrain swaps in this game. I found to just be, if I want to build a rally car, I'll make four-wheel drive. If I don't, I'll just leave it. I've had a lot more success with just leaving the car in its standard drivetrain. Yeah, so Perz has managed to get the lead away from Guns. I think Guns went for the final corner. I don't think it worked out. I have actually been catching up to Coffee and Steve a little bit there. Yeah, I've actually been catching up quite a fair bit, but it's not going to be enough. It's going to be Perz taking the victory. Still Guns in second. Scalarch does manage to claim third, away from Chipman. Coffee in fifth, Stephen sixth, and I am going to take 7th place in the Mark II Golf. Ooh, look at the little bounce there. It's the bounce of glee. I love it. Yeah. It was intense, that one. You're trying to hold on. Yeah, crowd of 15-6, 15-2 from Scale Archers. So, you know, I did 2 seconds quicker than everyone else last race. Those 2 seconds quicker than, well, me. This race. Yeah. Oh yeah, that GTO really did struggle. 18-2. Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, it is what it is. The GTO, it really does struggle. But it was a fantastic race nonetheless. Now we've just got one more to go. Let's see if I can make it 3 for 3 on the tarmac race victories. Okay, final race. Los Jardines. I should do well here. I didn't pick this one. This was RNG'd by Skelart, so no blaming me. Comments. um, for having a lot of the tarmac races just suit my car. I mean, to be honest, players you shouldn't really suit my car just because of the lack of top end, but the high speed handling, yes, absolutely would suit the car. So, you know, swings and roundabouts really, but this one should. There's a lot of handling around this track. So I'm starting in 8th. It might be that cars up ahead, you know, they're not going to be... They're going to still be decent through the corners. So like Ghost mode, I might not be able to get high enough through the field, so I'm going to have to possibly fight through traffic. So that might be a concern. Oh, Skelet with a huge oversteer problem there. It's wiped out still guns. I'm not too sure what's happened there. I really don't know. That's a weird one. I don't know. Yeah, I'd have to ask them for an explanation, because that was really odd. How they it's sort of how the car just pitted sideways. It looked like it was a problem on the brakes, but that's just pure speculation. I might be able to... Can I get up the inside of Thick Man? Yes, I can indeed. That's a place past the Fanta DeLorean. Actually do quite like that livery. Oh god, careful me. Let's not play too stupid with the checkpoints. I can get away with it a little bit, but you know, I might have good handling, but I don't have the greatest amount of driver skills. So Steve is going to be in the lead with that Jaguar. That Jaguar's actually been pretty solid all evening, to be honest. See if I'm going to be able to do anything against it here. I'm going to go for a move around the outside. I've just got too much handling. Yep, there we go. Nicely swept around the outside. And there we go. Now it's really just a case of blocking it off. Because I will have low-end acceleration. It will have the high-end acceleration. But for this track, that doesn't really matter too much. It's just, again, it's a pure handling circuit. You want good handling and low-end acceleration. So, you know, that's just going to allow me to start escaping away at the front. And, yeah, that should... Well, you know, if all goes well, I should be pulling a gap on Steve. But that Jaguar is not too bad through here, actually. It's doing very solidly. That DeLorean as well. There's actually got decent pace around here. I feel like that car was sort of struggling a little bit around a lot of the other tracks, but around here I think that might be more of a... I think that probably might be a similar build to me. A little bit more handling, but maybe the DeLorean mightn't be quite as strong as the Mark II Golf, because I know this Mark II Golf is a very, very good car. A lot of the front-wheel drive Volkswagens are. So it might just be that the Golf is just a stronger build, a stronger car overall, sorry, than the DeLorean, especially in B-Class. I honestly don't know. I mean, it could be Ren's magic. If you've never watched one of these Group 2s before, basically, I mean, Ren, when he was building more sensible cars, would just practically dominate every single race. I have no idea how he does it, but yeah, it works. Now I can probably learn a little bit, but now he's sort of swapping to meme builds, and he's still bloody winning. So, you know, there's a few position swaps going on back there. I'm just seeing the grid move around like mad back there. We've got Regen managed to get past that DeLorean eventually. Ooh, God, pay attention to the road ahead. I'm just looking at the map. The leaderboard's there, so, you know, pay attention to that. I did notice that Regen managed to get the position on the inside for turn 1. There's a huge battle going on further back. You can just see just the amount of dots very, very close by. I know I'm sort of flicking backwards to try and show you off whilst paying attention to where I'm going. Yeah, there you are. Yeah, this has been a very lonely race. Thankfully, well, you know, I think it definitely helped a lot by being able to just get through the traffic in ghost mode, and, well, just the unfortunate between Still Guns and Skelarch, if I remember correctly. That definitely did help a lot, because I do think those two were really a huge concern. Just because, well, the Corrados are just really good. I know I do have the handling on it, so it would probably take a little bit longer to get past Skelarch, because that Corrado does have very good acceleration. But yeah, I think eventually I will get past it just because of this car's massively superior handling. Yeah, Well, you know, this is the final race, so, to conclude about the Golf, loved it. Absolutely loved it. It was bloody brilliant. It did do quite well at Teal to Wakan, which I was not expecting, to be honest. I was expecting much more of the off-road race type cars to be a lot stronger around there, but the Golf actually was pretty damn good overall, so, there is that. Obviously, Baja would never be the car's strong point. I just don't have the correct tyres. But I'm really happy with this car. Of course, on the tarmac circuit, yeah, especially with the ones that was drawn. Yeah, it definitely did suit the Golf a lot. Really did suit the Golf. So, there we are. I'm going to call it there for a video. I do hope you enjoyed. All feedback is appreciated. If you do want to take part in these racing events, there will be the invite link in the description. It will be where this event takes place. Just join that. And if you want to join my Discord, feel free. There will be a second link in the description so you can say hello to me. It's up to you. However, that's it from me. Take care, and ciao for now.